Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I am back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was a Waterbender? And yeah, guys, it is an unscripted movie and my own idea. Now, before continuing this, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and follow me on my Meta What If channel as well. And without any further ado, let's begin with our today's movie. Our story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, 4 years after the Kyubi attack. As we go towards the said village to see that it was October 9th and nighttime in the said village. A festival was going on in the parts of Konoha where the whole village was lit up. The old generation was drinking and reminiscing, and some were even shedding tears remembering the horrific night that happened 4 years ago, while the younger generation who were not born at the time were being told about the events that went that night. And some were telling the tales of their heroic Kage Minato Namikaze, who laid down his life alongside many Konoichis and shinobis in order to protect them and save them from the Kyubi no Yoko. While most of the people and populace of Konoha were doing this, a bunch of them were busy doing a deed of their own. Their emotions and events were driven by the pure rage of that horrific night. The losses they suffered, their hatred for the QBS turned so much on them that they turned blind and were now chasing after a 4-year-old innocent boy who was not even aware why he was being chased. As now we see, Naruto Uzumaki, the resident orphan of said village, was being chased by a huge mob. As Naruto turned, while trying his best to get away into an alleyway, as the sight that met him was nothing more than a wall that was so huge that he could not climb on top of it. As his heartbeat increased, as it felt like if his heart was almost beating out of his chest, and that is when he heard footsteps closing in on him, and he heard a voice. "Look, there is a demon! We got him!" yelled out one of the men as Naruto's heartbeat increased even further. And then he felt it. The impact. He was punched on the head by a civilian so much hard that his head bounced back from the concrete wall that was in front of him, as he began to bleed already while falling face first to the ground. His vision was becoming blurry, and soon he blacked out. "Oh, no, 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 no. We're not gonna let you die so easily, demon." As what followed suit was an excruciating pain that stabbed inside Naruto's hands, as both of his wrists were stabbed with kunais, as he was stabbed into the wall behind him, as the tears began to form because the kunais were now being dug into his skin and was piercing through him as well. As Naruto then said, "Please, stop." In this excruciating pain, he said these words, but the people were just smirking and laughing. His tearful eyes, in this agony and antagonizing pain, only saw that. And what followed suit was something from within that was boiling deep down. A rage, a wave of rage that felt over it. "I said stop it!" yelled out Naruto, and what followed suit was a wind blade that cleaved them up in half and caused huge gashes to appear on the whole surrounding buildings, even in the front, as Naruto passed out after that. It took 2 hours for someone to discover what has transpired and the horrific sight they found Naruto in. It was Tazumi Inuzuka who was passing by there, and her ninkenpap, which was Kurimaru, got the stench of the blood. Obviously, being the Konoichi and the clan head, she took into action on herself, and what she found was a horrific sight. She alerted the Hokage, and immediately Hiruzen Sarutobi was there. I didn't. I tried to get the child off, but his wounds are too much. If I try to take him off, the bleeding is too much of a disaster. He could die at any time. "I get it, Tizumi. Calm down. Leave this to me. I have the medics here. Be very careful. Don't let him bleed out." Yes. As this was going on, we see Dragon Commander Anbuden arriving there, Hokage-sama. Are you seeing the markings? And the way they're cut off. It's like it was a jutsu that was being used. And the situation Naruto is in. I think it came from him, but in an unconscious state of mind trying to avoid them. Or him would have met with a horrific sight. What do you mean? What could be more horrific than this? Sir, gasoline as well as, Some matchsticks were found in with them. They were aiming to burn him alive. What? As Hiruzen felt chills run down his spine. A 4-year-old was going through such horrific event while he was a Kage. That is it. Call for a council meeting this instance. This needs to stop, and now. Are you sure about this, Okage-sama? Said Izumi. As Hiruzen looked at him with rage-filled eyes. Can't you see what they have done? Yes. And I thank you again, Izumi. Because if it wasn't for you, we might have lost Naruto. What about the people? Let them rot. Let them be an example. Do not mess with the people I told them not to mess with. As now we see Hiruzen arrive back inside the council chamber, and to his surprise, or not so surprise, the elders were already aware of the whole events. The QB child did that. And Hiruzen didn't stop there. He arrived in front of Danzo and literally punched him across the face, sending him flying across the room. What the hell is wrong with you, Hiruzen? Said Koharu, as next she was the one who was bitch slapped across the face, falling down to the ground. Hiruzen, have you finally lost your... As Homura was even punched. Shut the hell up, you 3 sons of a bitches. You think I would not realize your foul play in here. Anbu, arrest these 3 and place them under the charges of treason against Hokage. As now we see, the 3 of them were captured. Hiruzen, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you doing this with us? Said Danzo. I will make sure that you 3 are executed for this. If I find out that you have foul play here. Do not let them escape no matter what happens. As on the other side, after arriving inside the council chamber, their arrogant civilian council was about to spring into action, but as soon as they felt the killer intent and seeing not the elders there, they became quite tense. Okage-sama, said Myoboku Haruno, who was the spokesperson currently for the whole civilian council. Where are the elders? Why are they not here? Elders have been captured and arrested by me because there is a foul play in play here, and they are the one to blame. And if I found out anyone is, he will be executed immediately after this meeting. As immediately he noticed, many of them felt chills run down their spine. Arrest these people, said Hiruzen immediately, and the people who he pointed at were arrested. Hokage-sama, why? I have been in this field for long enough to realize who is guilty and who is not. As Myoboku realized that almost 80% of the council was arrested. Hokage-sama, the 80% of the council is arrested. Myoboku Haruno, you are no longer the spokesperson of the council chamber and of the civilian council. You want to know why? Yes, sir. Because you're nothing more than a puppet to them. They have been using you without you being ever realizing. The only thing they feed you is compliments, and you listen to their words and deeds. But I was trying to be the best leader. No, you are not the best leader, Myoboku. Best puppet? Yes, of course, 100% you were. So I suggest I need a more competent person for the civilian council head, not you. As Myoboku was fired immediately then and there, as Hiruzen then turned towards the clan heads. Inoichi, I want you to go inside the mindscapes of elders and see through if there is a foul play at play here. And make sure that you took Uchiha-san as well as Yuka-san with you, because we need to be aware that if someone is manipulating the memories or if some genjutsu is at play. As both Fugaku as well as Yashi agreed, and the 3 of them left. As soon as they did, Hiruzen was in deep thought. As Shikaku Nara then stood up and said, It is about Naruto you're worried about, isn't it? Yes. Why not reveal the poor boy's heritage? We could have saved him from a lot of trouble. This was the 2nd attempt, and they almost succeeded, Hokage-sama. The first time you were there, able to save him. This time around, he was this close to death. I don't know how he was able to come through it, but he could have died. I know. So, please, but I cannot reveal his heritage just yet. I have also requested the doctors that after he's recovered, to do a Kekigenkai test on him, because it was discovered that he used some sort of an attack. From the looks of it, it was a water type. Water type? Yes, a water type. He has an affinity for water then, said Fugaku. From the looks of it, yes, but we can never be so sure. We need to figure out what it is. As this was going on in Konoha, we go towards Mount Myoboku, where we see Gamamaru, the elder toad sage, literally fell down from his chair on which he rested. Kamamaru-sama, said Pa and Ma, who sprang into action being the elders of the said clan. As Kamabunta also arrived there. What the hell happened here? Get me Jiraiya, fast. Something happened to the child of prophecy. Something that has incurred the wrath of Kami herself. As hearing this much enough, Jiraiya was immediately summoned there, from a nearby village near Land of Fire. What is it? What is going on, Pa? Ma? Why was he summoned? Come inside. Kamamaru-sama is angry. At you and Konoha. As Jiraiya immediately gulped. Angry? But why? As Kamamaru then said, Jiraiya, you were given the task to train the child of prophecy. But he's just a young boy at the moment. I'm not speaking of that. Where is he? He was to be with you, isn't it? You are his godfather. Yes, I am, but he's being raised in the village. He's also the Jinchuriki, and I cannot legally take him out. My sensei, who is the Kawakage of the village, vowed to me that he will be safe. Something has happened, Bell. Something wrong that has incurred the wrath of Kami. The boy is given the blessing of a time that was even before the time of the before human. Before human? Yes. Now before humans were something that they called to the people that were before them, who did not use the chakra, but used normal weapons to fight. There was a time before them when an person was chosen to manipulate all the elements to preserve peace in the whole elemental nations. And that person was regarded as an avatar. But that cycle ended when the avatar spirit was destroyed. As it was never heard before that such people now ever existed. Because now it was the era of chakra. In the same elemental nation though, many things have changed. The world itself has resetted, and now they were progressing at a different pace than before. As Kamamaru then said, he has awoken affinity of water, not with the help of chakra though, by the past within him. What do you mean by that, Kamamaru-sama? We all hold the past within us, because we are the people who originated from them. Those who survived the previous world ending and the new world order. But the powers were suppressed, and the chakra was then given to us. But the boy, because of Kami's intervention, was allowed to use his affinity. And he has used it today, Jiraiya. Used it and killed a lot of people. Has Jiraiya's eyes widened? Oh no, I have to go back. Otherwise they might try to do something to that poor boy. Yes, that is why I am sending you back, Jiraiya. Go there. Help the boy. Because he is going to need all the help that he can get. As Jiraiya gulped, alright, I will do my best. As now we see Jiraiya arriving back in Konoha as fast as he could. Jiraiya, what are you doing here? Said Hiruzen. Sensei, I am here to meet Naruto. Where is he? He's in a hospital room. As Jiraiya arrived there with Hiruzen to find that Naruto's wrists were bandaged up and a lot of stitches were placed there. And not only that, Naruto's color was almost as if he was turning ghost white. Why is he like that? He lost a lot of blood. But he's recovering. But why are you here, Jiraiya? And in such a hurry? Gamamaru-sama said something. Something has happened to the child of prophecy that caused Kami-sama to incur her wrath. As Jiraiya's answer widened the eyes of Hiruzen. You mean to say that Naruto is... Yes, he is the child of prophecy. Oh no. As after that, Hiruzen revealed the whole event that went down, and how Naruto was saved. Well, we must thank the Inuzukas for that, but I think I cannot leave Naruto any longer here. I think so too as well, Jiraiya. It would be best if Naruto is with you. But where are you going to take him? I'm going to take him to Mount Myoboku, where he will be trained. For the time being. But he will be back, right? Yes. By the time he is ready to graduate from the academy, I will bring him back. Until then, he will remain there. And so Naruto was brought to the Mount Myoboku, and without entering through a test, Kamamaru-sama just saw him and smiled. He is a part of our clan, people. And since the elder of their clan said this, the rest had to obey, even the leader. And so, Naruto was made into a clan member. At the moment, Toads were not happy with that because usually there was traditions to be followed, but what followed suit was an unbreakable bond that they were able to create with Naruto, especially Gamakichi and Gamatetsu, because Naruto, after becoming a part of their clan, was not only able to learn the Toad style of fighting, but also Toad weapon style from Gamabunta, using a small katana as well as Gamabunta used. But not only that, he was also mastering Sage mode, as well as the perfect state of it. But that was not all. Naruto at the age of 8 was able to do something that even shook everyone to the core. As currently Pa and Ma, who were something like two parent figures to Naruto, were brought there. Okay, Pa, Ma, I'm gonna show you, okay? Geez, go ahead, Naruto, just show them already, said Gamakichi. Yeah, Naruto, said Gamatetsu. Geez, you two, shut up and let me do this. As Naruto then made water from vapors around the atmosphere, as then Naruto began to bend it with his hands, and then he turned it into ice, and threw that ice in the form of a katana that embedded itself in a nearby tree before turning back into water, and then Naruto turned it into a ring around the water and literally closed his fist as the water clenched and disappeared. And then the tree, after being cleaved off from the center, fell down on the other side. As Naruto jumped up in excitement, what do you guys think? That is amazing, Naruto. How did you do that? Well, I found out that I could use water always, but then I learned from you that water is everywhere, even in the air. So I thought, why not get water from the air? Because it is everywhere, in a sense. So I was able to get it. And once I learned and figured it out that I could turn it into ice if I focused on it. As after finding out about this, Pa and Ma were impressed, as more than ever it was Kamamaru who arrived there. I am certainly impressed by this young man. So much so that I wish to test your abilities, how far you have gotten. As Gamamaru then brought water from river and began to bend it as Naruto's and everyone's eyes widened. Gamamaru-sama, you can... Of course, we toads are the beings of beings of water and have lived most of our life in water. Obviously, it comes naturally to us. Like the people, we also evolved from the same time. Alright, Naruto, come at me. As Naruto then began to waterbend, water into the form of a wheel, and then the wheel began to grow sharper and sharper with a wheezing sound that was cutting through air as Naruto threw that at a higher pace, so much so that Kamamaru with a single hand twisted it and turned it around, and Naruto grabbed it and then grabbed some more water as a water dragon began to form in midair, and then it was launched towards Kamamaru as Kamamaru was impressed as he turned that water into serpents and then turned it around and threw it at Naruto. But Naruto then destroyed those serpents and then formed an ice wall there and then to stop it. As Naruto then began to create ice with the help of water vapors gathering around and began to slide on it until he arrived near Gamamaru and began to shoot water bullets at him. As that is when Gamamaru with a single slash of water threw it away as Naruto fell face first to the ground. Ow! Impressive. Very impressive. You're learning at a faster pace, my boy. I haven't been this excited and energetic in almost a century. As the elders as well as the leader of the said clan, alongside the clansmen were impressed. They have never seen Gamamaru-sama in action, and now they were witnessing it for the first time. And Pa and Ma almost had forgotten how it felt like when their elder and chief went into action. And certainly they were impressed that Naruto was able to hold this longer on his own against him. And Jiraiya, who was witnessing this, was also impressed. That was kind of amazing, kid, I must say. Yes, Jiraiya, it is certainly amazing, isn't it? Said Gamamaru. I must personally take you under wing to train you properly in this. Remember this, Naruto. Water is everywhere, even in blood. As that is when Gamamaru then showed by controlling Jiraiya's body. Jiraiya was shocked. What is going on? Why is it my body moving on its own? Our blood also contains water within, Jiraiya. I am manipulating your water within your body. As Naruto was shocked. Wait, then that means that if I am able to turn that into ice, then you can freeze your enemies from within. A fate that is much more cruel. As Naruto felt chills run down his spine. That is quite terrifying. Yes, but You can unfreeze them within seconds. Like this, as Jiraiya almost froze to death, but then was normal, as he was now having a cold and a fever. Jeez, why am I being a guinea pig now? That's for you being not able to learn the sage mode. You better learn it or I will freeze you, Jiraiya. Yes, sir. And after being properly treated, Jiraiya seriously began to learn the sage mode, which Naruto has by the age of 9 already mastered. And in that, Naruto was able to gather such huge abundance of water that he was able to create his own tsunami, if he wishes to. As finally Naruto's training came to an end at the age of 13, in which Naruto was having currently a sparring session with his sensei, who was Gamamaru himself, as currently Gamamaru was throwing 8 water dragons at a time at Naruto, as Naruto was creating an ice wall, and then from behind Naruto then said, "Water tsunami," as a huge water wave was thrown made out of water vapors and nothing else. As the two double toads, who were the double the trouble, Gamakichi and Gamatetsu were seated there, enjoying some chips that Naruto had as a form of his snacks. You know, Kichi, Naruto has certainly grown. Maybe we should focus up as well and train as well. Yes, you two should, said a voice, as behind them was their father, Gamabunta. Oh, hey, Dad. Oh, what are you doing here? I'm here to drag your ass back. If you're busy seeing your friend and lazing around, he will surpass you. You don't want that, future Chief Toad. Or you would rather have me pass that down to your girlfriend or something. But no, I will be the Chief Toad. Good, then follow me. As after the training session ended, we seen Jiraiya arrive. Whoa, jeez, why are you two always so too extreme? We were having fun, Jiraiya. Isn't that right, Naruto? Fun, Sensei. I was just trying my best to hold on and survive. You're too humble, kid. Which is a good thing. Humbleness is quite, what do they say? Yes, lacking in nowadays. Well, my boy, I am happy to say that so far you have done great. But remember, never stop. Always keep learning because you are a student in life itself. Yes, of course I am. And so Naruto at the age of 13 then did return back to Konoha. I'm kind of nervous, you know. I mean, I have memories of this place, but not good. All I see is blood and, that. It's alright, kid. Nobody's going to harm you now. You are strong and capable of protecting yourself. Never forget that. I guess you're right. It is kind of still weird why I was the only one chosen by Kami to use this. There might be more, but we can never be too sure if we are or are not. As after returning, we find out that Naruto entered the academy after meeting with Hiruzen, and there he sensed someone like his own, because it was the same feeling that he got when he met with Gamamaru. And he found a dark-haired boy who was looking quite cold to everyone. Naruto obviously being interested and went and greeted him. Hi there, my name is Naruto Uzumaki. Nice to meet you. Said the boy as he moved to the side. Naruto was trying his best throughout the day to have a conversation with him, to the point where the boy got annoyed. Listen, you're new here, I'm being tolerant of you. But listen and listen very carefully. I don't want to be your friend, I don't need to be your friend. Look, this may sound quite annoying, but I'm doing this because you're like me. Like you? In what sense? Have you lost your family by the hands of your own brother who is the murderer of them? No, but as Naruto made water appear in his hands, you're an elemental bender like me. But I don't know, which element do you use? As suddenly Naruto then witnessed red beginning to emit from his hand before it disappeared. As Naruto then said, "Wait! You're firebender." "I'm what now?" "A firebender." What are you even speaking of? There is no such thing as bending, as Naruto literally caused water slash to appear, cleaving 3 trees off in a one go. As that caught Sasuke's attention. "I am a waterbender. The only reason I was given this was because, well, I was blessed by Kami, and it seems like you as well are. I'm not blessed. If anything, I am cursed." "And what makes you say that I have this element?" "I'll show you, if you let me." And so Naruto, within the last months before the graduation, then helped Sasuke, and Sasuke was able to see that he was able to really bend the flaming element. He was able to make flaming knives with his both hands, and not only that, he was also capable of using fire breath without any fireball jutsu being casted, and he was not even feeling taxed because of using excessive amount. And he even was able to use fire to even fly by using it from his feet, hovering above at some level. Currently, Naruto and Sasuke were having a fight against their elements, as fire was extinguishing water, because water was a much more tougher element, until Sasuke did something. He used his secondary element. As Naruto could turn water into ice, Sasuke, like fire, could also use lightning. As lightning struck down, causing Naruto to avoid and create ice walls again, as it was even destroyed. Whoa, that was amazing. How did you do that? I I don't know. How did I do that? As unbeknownst to the both of them, it was being witnessed by Hiruzen Sarutobi, who was impressed. See, I told you the boy will be good influence on him, said Jiraiya. And obviously the whole clan heads were witnessing this, and they were impressed. Except for one, Hiyashi Hyuga, who was quite, to be honest, scared that the Uchiha was being held by Naruto, who both now had a way of defeating almost all of them, because a boy could manipulate two elements, each of them could now, and two of them were very strong and powerful as well. Maybe I need to add more water into my, ice shield. Normally I was fighting water with water. Now I'm fighting water with fire as well as lightning. Yeah, lightning and water don't match well together. Right, we've forgotten about that. Maybe you're right. Maybe I need to learn how I can deflect that. Maybe adding chakra into it? That might be it, Naruto. But we can never be so sure. What is the time now, Sasuke? Shit, we're late. What? We're 5 minutes late. Today's the graduation ceremony, you idiot. Let's get going, you dope. Jeez, Timmy, you could have told me before that. As within few months, Naruto and Sasuke used the same names as their canon ones, but in the form of friendship and teasing one another. As currently they both arrived late again, as Iruka then said, Geez, what the hell is wrong with you two, always arriving late? It's because of Naruto Baka this is happening, said Sakura Haruno, springing into action in order to defend her one beloved Sasuke Uchiha. As Sasuke sighed, You don't need to defend me, Sakura. I was being helped by Naruto, if anything else. As that is when Naruto then sensed something. Wait, this is interesting. As Sasuke looked at Naruto as well. What is this feeling, Naruto? I told you that I felt that whenever a bender was nearby. Seemed like you can felt it as well, since you now are getting used to your elements. Yeah. So there is another bender? From the looks of it, yes, there is. Where? As Naruto focused and his gaze met upon with a girl with white eyes and purplish blue hair, as she was wearing a cream-colored jacket and baggy trousers and shinobi sandals. Her name was Hinata Yuga. You can't be serious, a Yuga? Yeah, from the looks of it, at least. As now we see, Naruto then went in the break towards her. Yes, Naruto, what can I do for you? Oh, you're aware of me. As Hinata was blushing already up a storm, because Naruto had forgotten that before he went away, he was the one who helped her. Yes, you helped me when I was a kid. And that is when it hit Naruto, he remembered. Wait, you're Hinata-chan, I remember you. You're the same girl that I helped back in the time when it was snowing, right? Yes, I forgot to thank you back then. It's alright, you don't need to, Hinata, we're already friends now. Oh, this is Sasuke. But I guess you already knew, right? Yes, I am aware of the Uchiha-san. Yes, I'm aware of the Yuga clan, and of you as well, Hinata Yuga. Well, what element is she of, well, Naruto? I honestly don't know. I did not knew when I met you. I only knew that I could sense when a bender was nearby. Seems like there are a lot of people who are capable of using this, and I was being told that I was the special one. Seems like Kami is really blessing a lot of people nowadays. As now we see, Naruto then, alongside with Sasuke, then brought in Hinata into the training, and the graduation then happened. Hinata was able to learn, though, at least that she was Earthbender, capable of bending Earth, and was able to create a defensive armor as well as a defensive barrier with Earth walls, without any taxation. Which, after the clan head Hiyashi found out, was quite impressed with his daughter, to the point that it was solidified that Hinata was now their ultimate defense. The both sides of the clans now had to agree to that. Much to Neji's dismay, he tried to attack her, but Hinata would use Earth Wall, causing Neji's Chuken Fist's finger to be broken because of the impact against the huge thick earth itself, causing his fingers to bend and cause huge cracks in them. As Neji would always face a humiliating defeat, but knowing that it was her gift, Neji was jealous, extremely. So much so that on the day of her graduation, when she was selected, the next day she was paralyzed with an agent. As Naruto, alongside with Sasuke, were then brought there, as Hiyashi and the others were quite aware and were on the side, she was paralyzed, Naruto. My daughter, she cannot be a Konoichi anymore. The poison is spread out in her whole body, causing her to become as she is. I don't know who did this, but as that is when Naruto sensed as he looked towards Neji, and suddenly he used his water bending to lift up the poison and arrived there. This is the poison. As Neji then said, how can you be so sure? As Naruto put it in the vase and gave it to Hiyashi, keep a hold on that, please. As Naruto then began to use his bending skills and begin to use it, what are you doing? Our blood contains water. My sensei said that it was an extremely delicate technique. One could kill the other while using this, because I can even accidentally freeze her blood, killing her. But I have to be extremely careful. As Naruto, with extreme care and focus, then began to trace down the poison, because of him being able to bend it before, was able to realize what it was, and then begin to drag it and extract it from each and every vein of her. It took Naruto at least 3 hours in extensive focus, as he was beginning to sweat up a storm, as finally from Hinata's mouth the poison was sucked out, as it was in a huge black quantity now. As Naruto placed it in a vase and closed it, as he fell down, panting heavily, as he looked towards with tired blue eyes towards Neji. You know, there is a special place for hell in for people like you, because being jealous is one thing, but getting the better of your jealousy and killing the person who is much more talented than you is the next level low. Is this how you call fate achieving you and deeming you winner, Neji? Honestly, I'm disappointed in you and your fate then. As that is when Hiyashi turned towards Neji and was about to punish him, until Hinata then said, no, please don't. Hinata, he tried to kill you. Not only you're my daughter, but you're also the clan heiress. He not only betrayed the clan, but also is now a fugitive. My own nephew, said Hiyashi with a quivering lip. It's alright. I forgive him. Are you sure, Hinata? Said Sasuke. He tried to kill you. I know what I'm doing, Sasuke. Thank you, Naruto-kun. But it is my decision to make. Why did you do that, Nisan? My father paid the price for your father, and I'm paying the price for you. Isn't that right, Uncle? Just kill off the spare ones. That is what we are doing right now. My brother went in my place because he volunteered. He left this letter for you, for me to give it to you when the time was right. I never was aware that you were going through such hard times, Neji. You could have said something to me. You could have told me something about this. We could have talked. The only thing that you were concerned of was her. You never cared about me or my mother. My mother even died, and you were not even on her funeral. Not you, not Hitomi-sama, not any one of you. And when my own family doesn't show up, how am I to believe that you would listen to me, someone who is from a lower level of a clan? Said Neji, breaking down. Even if that is correct, Neji, even if the rest of them forgive you, I won't. As Naruto literally punched Neji in the face, causing him to bleed. That is for trying to kill Hinata-chan. Next time, I will freeze you inside out if you try to pull something like that. Literally. As with that, Naruto left. As Sasuke followed suit. Because right now Naruto was pissed off. As Hinata then said with a frown, I am disappointed, Nissan. I saw you as my brother. The only reason why I didn't want it to hurt you was because I respected you. But I did not anticipate you would go such far. Father, I wish to be the clan head, yes. And I wish to change this clan for the better. Because it is needed to be done. So that there won't be new Negis that will be created anymore. Yes, that is what it is needed to be done. Leave, Neji. Never show your face in front of me again. I have lost my trust and faith in you. As Neji got up and left, his whole clan realized just how much of a broken person he really was. As we go towards Naruto, as he was currently in the training yard, using his water bending to an extreme level, destroying trees and nature left and right with water slashes without the expense or care of the nature itself, until he was stopped by a firewall that Sasuke erupted. What the hell is wrong with you, Naruto? Why such anger? Why? This could not be because of a friend dying. You see her as something much more, isn't that it? Of course I do. I couldn't just confess. I almost lost her. I was scared that I would do something to her on my own and would have to live with the regret that I almost killed her. You didn't, did you? You saved her, Naruto. There's nothing you need to be worrying about right now. All we need to care about is our future. She's safe now. She's here with you. I need to become strong, Sasuke. Strong. So do I. You showed me a path outside of the darkness. You showed me that I possessed this power that I needed. Not the power that my brother wanted me to achieve so he could kill me off. You showed Hinata the way that she has more strength than she ever thinks that she did. Our whole clans now believe in her. It's all because of you believing in us. Why can't you believe in yourself? I'm scared. I'm scared, okay? I'm afraid that I might mess it up. If you will, then we will be there with you. My friend, said Sasuke, placing a hand on Naruto's shoulder. Nothing will happen. Even if it goes wrong, I am with you, and so is Hinata. We will think of a way. We will help you. Thank you. I guess. As after that, the Team 7 was created. As they began to do the D-rank missions. They would do around the chores. With the help of Naruto and Sasuke, they were able to easily do that. It was more like a competition between Naruto and Sasuke who was going to do more D-ranks, while Sakura was trying her best to just catch up. And so could be said for Kakashi. As now we see, the first D-rank mission came in the form of Tazuna, who Naruto realized alongside with Sasuke that he was hiding something much more. But while they were traveling, Naruto saw a sight that he was quite happy about. Look, Sensei, there is a puddle, and there hasn't been a single drop of rain. That is suspicious. What do you think we should do, Naruto? Oh, this, as Naruto twisted his fingers in a rotating motion as the water began to turn into an ice pool. As it froze, as Naruto stood over it to see that there was two visages that he could find within. It was the demon brothers. Oh, look what we have here. A popsicle, Sasuke. You know what? I'm thinking of a roast. How about we roast them? As now we see Sasuke lit up two fire blazing infernos in his hand, as literally huge amount of fire was coming out of his both hands, as Sasuke began to roast them, to the point that they begin to melt, as they said, we beg you, stop! As immediately they were chained by both Naruto and Sasuke. Well, tell us then, what can we do for you, gentlemen, and why are you following us, said Kakashi. We are here for the man. Leave us alone. We only want the man. Why would you want a bridge builder who is only going to his home? As that is when we see the truth was revealed, as Tazuna then confessed, but Naruto and Sasuke decided to help them, because Sasuke realized that he was in a darker place, and he did not want the new Sasuke to form from there. And so, they arrived. As soon as they did, they met with one Zabuza Momochi, whose katana was stopped with the ice wall that Naruto erupted, defending them. As Zabuza was impressed, and that the moment he was scared, as Naruto made two water blades and then began to dash at blinding speeds, almost surfing on water that he formed and attacking him with left and right wind water blades cutting through him. As this was going on, we see that Naruto realized that he had another affinity because of his father. He was able to make wind blades as well, and he that at that moment then used his wind affinity. And he literally caused wind expansion explosion, erupting the smoke that was there up everywhere, clearing out the area and making everything visible. And at that moment, Naruto created a wind dragon and then caused Wind Dragon to attack Zabuza, who was flung back into the air as suddenly a wind tornado was launched at him. And then Naruto created a new technique, Water Leviathan, as a huge Leviathan from water erupted and was about to consume Zabuza, like he tried to do that to Kakashi with his water prison. Until we see Haku appeared, but his both feet were turned into ice, causing him to face first to the ground. Don't harm him, said Zabuza, as both of them were chained up in elemental ice chains so that they could not escape. As Naruto then said, Alright, speak up. What the hell do you two want? Sasuke, come up here. As Sasuke now had both of the fire blades in his hand, just like Zuko did when he ever tried to fight. And so now we see. Sasuke then said, Try anything funny, I will cut you with this hot piping knife. As Naruto then said, funny. Focus up, Naruto. Yeah, sorry. We are sent here by God for that man. He has a lot of bounty on his head. We're bounty hunters. I get that, said Kakashi, but why are you wearing that outfit? What outfit? That outfit is from Mizugakure, and it is worn by their hunter nin. You think I'm a fool who's not aware of that, my dear boy? Or are you a girl? I'm a boy. Your voice revealed that. Zabuza is someone that is like a father to me. I was saved by him. As Naruto freed them, why are you freeing us, boy? Look, I know you're not gonna fight. You do know that they're suffering the same fate as your son over here did, right? Yes. You could have taken any job in the world that the two of you could have been helped with, and yet you picked this over the rest. It was easy money. And millions of lives could have been ruined. I know. We're giving you a chance. Naruto? What do you mean by that? Said Kakashi. Sensei, from who I have learned, it is best if we show them mercy. Because if we show, we will expect mercy as well. Because we will be given. In Shinobi world, you can't expect mercy from anyone, kid. You're not aware. Because what I have seen and learned is something that you cannot comprehend. You can leave, but do not return here. Listen. Thanks for this, kid, but all I can tell you is where Gato is. He's hiding here on the left side of the village. Just a few minutes walk within in the deep forest. See? I gave you mercy, and you gave me something I wanted in return. Sasuke? Yes? You want to test out your lightning techniques, right? Yes. Time to do that. Wait, both of you. I cannot allow you to, as both of them bursted into the air, using water as well as Sasuke using flame. They're not gonna listen. And they are in extreme trouble once they get back. Well, Tazuna-san, why don't we go back to the village? Because I need to head back towards them. Yes. What is wrong with those two kids? Said Zabuza. They're weird. Especially the blonde one. He's quite calm and collected while fighting, and certainly he's goofy when he's not. He went through a lot. Let's just say that. And he has this ability in which allows him to bend elements itself. He's a waterbender. So they do exist. And I was fighting one. Hot damn. Who would have thought that I would meet a waterbender at such a young age nonetheless, over here. But he used air element as well. They have both bending abilities. And the other one was flame bending and and he was also using lightning, what the boy said. You don't know what gems you're holding, and Konoha is holding Kakashi. I must say, something that like that is extremely rare. Once in a lifetime opportunity to see something like that. And you are witnessing it each and every day? Honestly, I'm quite jealous. If Mizu ever find out that he is a waterbender, they must pretty much grab him and worship him because waterbenders were extremely respected over here in our lands. Really now? Yes. You might have not been aware, but there used to be a huge ice age over here where Mizu is, before it turned into water and mist. Really now? Yes. And the biggest water country was also present here. Is that so? Of course it is. As now we see. With that being said, Zabuza as well as Haku bidding farewell then left. As Naruto and Sasuke then begin to cause havoc and destruction as huge wind tornadoes and water tsunamis as well as flames waves as well as lightning techniques were being seen and heard. It's like a natural disaster going on there. Those two are causing that, said Sakura with pride, but she felt extremely insecure, knowing that she was the one lacking extremely behind, because those two were benders and she was not. While on the other side, Hinata also discovered something. She was capable of bending metal itself, iron bending, as she was now currently in a new arena that was prepared for her to earthbend, but she was able to manipulate iron itself, and after finding out about this, Hiyashi was extremely impressed, and so was the rest. So much so that now they begin to realize that they need a perfect suitor, and currently only one came to their mind, the boy who saved her, the boy who she adored, and the whole clan was brought closer by, Naruto, Uzumaki, Namikaze, because Hiyashi was aware of his heritage, and the whole clans were. As now we see, once they returned, the whole village was purified from Gato and his innocence back with Naruto and his team. And once they returned back to Konoha after building the bridge, they had a scroll in his hand which signified that they had made an alliance with the said village. Now, I want you guys to know that the Chunin exams are coming near, and I want you to be at your best. Especially you, Sakura, because Naruto and Sasuke, I know you will too progress faster. Yeah, thank you, Sensei. And so now we see Naruto as well as Sasuke begin to train and meet with Konohamaru and his gang, and meeting them, they bump into none other than Team Sabuko, as there Naruto met Gaara, as well as his sibling Kankuro and Temari. Are you a friend of this twerp? He bumped into me, and he's being an arrogant. I tried to apologize to you. As Naruto then made water appear in his hand and literally made water chains, catching both of Kankuro's hand and turning into ice as Kankuro felt ice burning into his skin. Ow! Leave my friend alone. I won't be lenient next time. You think I will tolerate you insulting my sibling? Mother wants to play with you. Tell your mother that his older brother is waiting. As Naruto's eyes flashed red with slits in them, as immediately both Kankuro as well as Temari realized the person they were messing with was somewhat stronger than their own. You're like him. No, I'm 8 times more stronger than him. As immediately Gaara's eyes morphed. You think that fox will stop me from crushing you, boy? Oh, that fox is gonna do much more, said Naruto, but in a demonic voice. Isn't that right, Shikaku? You know your older brother. If anything, he won't let go of a chance to beat the shit out of you for your insolence. As Shikaku immediately cowered in fear and turned back because he realized that Kurama was pissed, and this time around, whenever his older brother was pissed and he tried to bother him, he would be the one getting beating. And seeing this, Shikaku was being feared. Both Temari as well as Kankuro was now afraid, and you too. Do not cause trouble while you're at the village. You're our guest and allies, so make sure you stay as one before you leave. As Naruto then turned towards Konohamaru, who was now scared. Boss? You don't need to worry about anything, Konohamaru. The big old fox won't do anything. At least to you. You think so? Why don't you go ask itself? No. I'm happy as I am. As after we see everyone left, Sasuke then asked, "What the hell, Naruto? What do you mean?" "I'm the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed, Sasuke." "You mean the fox that... But wasn't it supposed to be dead?" "No." And to be honest, the thing is that QB hates your clan. "What? Why?" "Because, Uchiha, it was one of your clansmen, Madara Uchiha, whose Sharingan was used twice to manipulate me." "Wait, what?" "But Madara is dead. Was killed by the first Hokage when he tried to manipulate you." "Even 4 or 5 years ago. All those years ago. When Naruto was born, I was sealed within him. I was used again by his eyes." "Wait, what? You never mentioned that to me," said Naruto. "I'm sorry, kid. I had to keep this a secret. But I can sense that the person is lurking nearby today. I sensed his chakra, so I thought you should know. Kurama, I told you no secrets between us. When we became friends all those years ago, while I was under training." "I know, kid. I know." "Wait, hold up. When did this happen?" As Naruto then revealed in a flashback. As we go there, we see Naruto at the age was training for the Sage mode until he bumped into Kyuubi inside his mindscape. "Wow," said Naruto the first time he met with Kyuubi, as Kyuubi was confused. "Sorry, what?" "Wow?" said Naruto in a confused tone. "What do you mean, wow, kid? You're huge. And, wow, your presence is quite demanding." "What the hell do you mean? Normally people would come here and beg for my chakra or demand my chakra, not try to impress me. I, I honestly am not trying to. I'm just, how should one say, mesmerized." "You are funny, kid. Really funny. But you think if you can get to my chakra this way? I'm not trying to be honest. I can use water element and bend it to my will. And to be honest, I'm quite okay with that. I'm just, kind of feeling for you bad." "What do you mean you feel for me bad? You know, stuck against your will inside of me. I know I didn't have a say in this, but yeah, shit happens, I guess." "Yes, shit indeed happened when I was sealed within you. But why are you here? This is confusing me. Don't you want my chakra?" "No. No. I I don't want any chakra. I don't know how I even got here. I was trying to focus up and, learn Sage mode. But it seems like I ended up dozing off." As Kurama raised an eyebrow, "This boy, he is extremely weird. And not that bad, I must say. He had a nice impression on me." And from then on, Naruto would usually bump into Kurama, and both of them begin to spend time and begin to talk until Naruto and Kurama reveal their true names to one another and begin to train as well. As now we see to the present. Wow. So Kyuubi no Yoko, or Kurama-san, has been misunderstood this whole time? Yeah, pretty much. Damn. No wonder all the Biju hate us to the point where we see them as monsters and whatnot. At least someone has brain cells here. Well, we better prepare for tuning exams now. Yes, we should. And so the training for the tuning exams went by until the tuning exam day arrived. And as soon as it did, the first test, Sasuke was about to reveal that it was a genjutsu to many kids, but he stopped himself. "You think this is a test, Naruto?" "Yeah, I think so. Maybe we should not reveal this." I guess you're right. More competition for us if we did." As Sakura followed suit, and they arrived at the test in which the written test was going to be conducted. And there they met extreme amount of genis that were weird and releasing their killer intent. Wow, They are releasing a lot of killer intent for just a bunch of cannons. They're trained assassins in between as well, sent from different villages, hidden as cannons, trying to assassinate the competition, huh? Release my killer intent, boy. Okay. As Naruto's eyes closed, and suddenly, huge killer intent wave washed over, so much so that all of them almost were choking on the killer intent, couldn't even breathe. As Sasuke was also feeling it, as he then said, Naruto, stop! As Naruto did, as everyone was now tensed, as Naruto said with a smirk, see, that'll teach him. Dude, I almost had a heart attack. As Naruto's gaze fell upon a sound gunnin who was not threatened by it, not in the least, unlike the others. Sasuke, that sound cannon. He is not affected by the Kyuubi's killer intent. What do you mean by that? As Sasuke's eyes widened, that would mean that he's something akin to, yes, much more. It would be wise of us to be very careful of him. Alright, we will. And so the first test went underway as many of the Genin teams cheated and successfully passed, while many of them got caught and were disqualified. And the second part became when Anko Mitarashi arrived. As soon as she did, she told them about the rules as each opposite scroll would be given to the other team and they had to gather the other team's scroll, gathering two scrolls in general and then arriving to the center watchtower of the village. And so they were sent to the Forest of Death. As soon as the assignment began, they met with the Rain Country team, which they defeated and got the scroll. As the Team 7 was moving forward, they were attacked by the same Genin, as he has just killed a lot of Genins there. My oh my. What do we have here? An Uchiha and Nuzumaki. I've heard quite a lot about you. Two prodigies who have some abilities that should not exist in our time. As Naruto then said, Sasuke, wait. You're Orochimaru, aren't you? How could you tell? Those snake-like eyes, those movements, it was obvious that how you even scared Anko Sensei. You're her sensei. You're the rogue Sanin. What? As both Sakura and Sasuke were shocked. Guys, go and get help. Leave this to me. As Orochimaru tried to attack, but Naruto rose a wall of thick ice, as Naruto created a way for them to escape. Quite clever of you. And quite convenient of my ability to come into play, isn't it? Yes. As Naruto then began to use wind thrusts to get a momentum and use wind knives to throw at, well, Orochimaru at blinding pace. Orochimaru was getting gashes and grazes everywhere until Naruto erupted a water prison, and then Orochimaru bursted into snakes and was then biting Naruto left and right, increasing venom inside of his body. But Naruto did something that shocked Orochimaru and impressed him. Naruto sucked out the venom on his own, as using the water element. Since it was a liquid, water was coming out of his wounds that were created, and the same poison that blended up into his own water snake was launched at Orochimaru. As Orochimaru was not affected by his own poison. You know I'm not affected by my own poison. But certainly that is quite a convenient thing that you just did. I must learn more about you. As that is when we see, suddenly the earth beneath his feet ripped open, caught him by surprise, as now from the neck down he was trapped there. As Hinata jumped into play, Naruto-kun, are you okay? As Naruto was panting heavily. Yeah, I am fine. It seems there's still some poison left, as Naruto fell to his knee. As Orochimaru was impressed. My oh my, and Yuga with a water-bending element technique. Certainly impressive. As that is when Sasuke got help and all of them arrived there. Ah, Sensei, it's been such a long time, Orochimaru. What have you done? What does it look like? Get him! As that is when Orochimaru elongated his neck, turning into a snake and escaped the place. As Naruto was then almost losing his consciousness. Wait, I can handle this. Orochimaru has caused significant damage to you, boy. We need to get you help, said one of the sage. Said one of the Anbus. I can do this. Kurama, take over. As that is when Naruto's eyes turned red, as Kurama began to use Naruto's abilities to waterbend since it was his body, and the poison began to come out. As suddenly, huge amount of poison was released and then thrown onto the ground, and the ground began to stench from the poison there. As Naruto then said, I can still participate. I know I have to, if I want to qualify. And so Naruto, in that tired and beaten up state, was brought there. Are you sure you're okay, Naruto? Said Sasuke as well as Sakura. And Hinata, who was also there, then said the same words. You don't need to participate, Naruto-kun. You fought against Asani. They will promote you. It's not about promotion. I will go along with this team. They have helped me come this far. I will help them reach to the end. I will fight. And so, Naruto did, as the final fight was between him and Kiba. Naruto, while in a weakened state, was being thrown left and right but like a ragdoll by Kiba and Akamaru. But in the end, Naruto literally body slammed him to the ground and used water trapment to trap Akamaru. Do you give up? You think I will? Sorry, Akamaru. This might hurt. As Naruto tightened his grip. What the hell are you doing? Are you trying to kill him? Just give up, Kiba. I can't hold on. If I put more pressure, he might actually die. As that is when we see Kiba did. As Akamaru's mouth was tied. As soon as Kiba gave up, Naruto then lifted up. As Akamaru revealed that Naruto wasn't putting any pressure, just poking him so that he would yip, like he was in need of help. As that is when Tazumi sighed, and was glad that Naruto used cunningness to defeat, well, Kiba, her son, not threatening her Ningen pup. As that is when Naruto paused out and said, You think I would ever hurt you, Kiba? Or you, Akamaru? You were one of the first friends that I made, returning with my sensei. I would never hurt you. As with that, Naruto passed out, as Kiba then said, Damn it, Naruto. You scared the hell out of me. As he picked up Naruto and brought him to the medics. As that is when Tazumi came to visit Naruto after he woke up. Thank you, kid. Why you would say that, Tazumi-sama, and insult me like that? What do you mean insult you like that? You gave me a chance to live. You saved me that time, when I was a kid in need. You knew I was the one? Of course, how can I forget? You and Kurimaru were the one who saved me, said Naruto as Kurimaru was near him, as Naruto patted him on the head. Because of you two, I was able to give it a second chance to live. And why would I do something to harm you and your family? And especially my friend Kiba and Hakamaru. It was only an act. I would never try to harm them. I know you would not. And because of that, I think you have won just the favor of everyone in our clan. Because Hakamaru cannot stop with the other Ninkens speaking about you. And since we have a habit of understanding the Ninkens, let's just say that we are quite happy that what you did was make him ticklish to make him whimper so that Kiba would give in to his anger and give up. I'm sorry, but it might have revealed your vulnerability. That it did, but that is something that we can work upon. We can always bounce back. Remember, kid, we're a strong and prominent clan of Konoha. Always. Yes, I know. As after that we see Orochimaru return back. Damn it! Damn it all! I cannot return. The Konoha crush is a bust. There's no way. No way can go on along with this plan. Unless I ask for their help. What do you mean, Orochimaru-sama? Said Kabuto Yakushi, as he was also present there. How long until the finals? 1 month. I have 1 month to convince them. Besides, they have a bone to pick with the Jinchurikis, obviously, so they will agree. Time to shake the hand with the devil. Get me in touch with them, Kabuto. Yes. And so now we see within a week a meeting was arranged at a meeting point, as Orochimaru with his entourage was there, and so they arrived. The people, wearing black cloaks with red clouds in them. The Akatsuki. You have called for us, said one with the purple eyes with rings in them. Yes, Pain. What for, Orochimaru? You do know that you are a traitor and we can kill you here right now. You take me too easily, Pain. And yes, I called you here because I want to form an alliance of a sort. What sort of alliance? You see, your target at Jinchuriki is a bender. An element bender. For what I can tell, Konoha holds 3 of them. And we need to defeat them. Benders are a sin. They should never exist. Yashin-sama fought against them. and they should be sacrificed, if anything. They would make a fine sacrifice, says Hidan. And Kakazu then said they might fetch a great price in the black market if we sold them. We only need the bee juice, spoke the true leader behind Pain. What do you think, Madara-sama? As I said, our main goal is the bee juice, the rest is up to you. Thank you for this knowledge, Orochimaru. We will help you get in, but then you're on your own. Thank you, that is all I need. And within a month, we see the finale of the Chunin exams appeared. And as soon as the final fight between Sasuke as well as Gaara was about to begin, the whole Konoha was destroyed. Many deaths occurred in a blink of an eye, with the help of only one man who was floating over above. Those Kages who were present there, which was from Kumo as well as Kiri and Suna, were taken aback until Suna's Kage revealed his true intentions, revealing himself to be Orochimaru and attacking Konoha's Kage Hiruzen Sarutobi. Now as this was going on, we see Naruto, Sasuke as well as Hinata sprung into action. Naruto was using wind tornadoes, wind gust destroyers and whatnot, but all his attacks were only able to defeat people so far, as the Akatsuki members were trying their best to capture him. And at one point Sasuke was pinned down and so was Hinata, as Naruto was being beaten left and right by everyone. As that is when we see two chains captured his arms. You shall know pain like the rest, Naruto Uzumaki. You think you are a god since you have been able to give and the ability to manipulate an element. You are wrong. As that is when Naruto then said, stop it. Don't hurt them. As that is when Naruto witnessed that a ashbone rod was about to be stabbed into Hinata. Stop it! Yelled out Naruto again, as huge amount of wind as well as water gust was released everywhere, cleaving off each and every one of the Akatsuki members in half, as Naruto's eyes were glowing this time around, white, as Naruto stood up, ripping the chains apart, as huge amount of wind began to gather around him, as a wind dragon was created that was serving around in the air, as not only that, that is when a water dragon and an ice dragon formed as well, and the three dragons, Naruto leading them in such a way, was moving with his bare hands and movements, and attacked and swallowed and destroyed one after the other each and every Akatsuki members. Pain began to use each and every one of his abilities, but even in his 7 parts could not hold on to the candle of this new state, as suddenly Naruto used fire element, earth element as well, as suddenly he used the lightning element, the iron element, and then he used the lava. One after the other, he was revealing elements after elements that he could use and manipulate that he himself did not knew he could use. And then he grabbed onto Pain after defeating his boss and began to beat the shit out of him with bare fists that turned into red for fire and lightning for blue, one after the other, so much so that the true path of Pain was also destroyed, causing Nagata extreme agony and pain, which caused him to bleed internally because of the wounds, as Conan was now extremely attentive towards him, while on the other side we see Naruto was taking down the Akatsuki members, and the other are enemies as well. What the hell is wrong with that boy? Said the Raikage, as well as the others as well. That boy, he's in a state, said Gyuki, as B was shocked. You can't be serious. He's in a state of avatar. But that spirit was destroyed. It cannot be. As that is when we see Jiraiya arrive there, alongside with Kamamoto. I told you the child of prophecy is blessed by a pissed off Kami. It seems as if the blessing is revealed. Yes, the blessing was the power, the ability of the spirit of avatar itself, capability of allowing its user to use each and every element in existence that Naruto was using right now. As the true leader, Pain, then Toby then appeared, revealing to be Madara Uchiha. With the help of Zetsu army, Naruto even wiped them off, cleave with a single attack of Water Tsunami Jutsu. And then a fight between him and Naruto in the Avatar state began, which was one-sided. And Naruto not only was able to defeat him, but take away his chakra as well, for some reason. And after doing so, we see the lighting faded as Naruto was feeling unconscious, and he fell down back. As not only Orochimaru was defeated, but also was the enemies. But one thing was solidified from the told words that were heard by everyone, that Naruto has the blessing of Kami, and the blessing was the spirit of Avatar itself, given him not only the initial ability of water element, but also the ability of each and every element manipulation. As when Naruto woke up, he has become the hero and savior of Konoha. But not only that, Kumo has also sent in a form of alliance to him, and Hinata and Sasuke were safe and next to him as well. The Akatsuki and Orochimaru were destroyed, all thanks to Naruto, and many of the lives that could have been lost were prevented by him as well. As Naruto's heritage was revealed not only then, but also he was announced to the whole elemental nation. Now, obviously, after finding out about this, the enemies of Konoha were now even more scared and careful. But the allies, they were happy, and none the more were happier than Konoha itself. Naruto was aware that his life has just only begun, and the challenges will get more extreme. But he now knew, with the blessing of Kami, he was ready to face it all. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this movie off, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and I'm signing off for the day. Peace.